Now on the screen in front of you, you can see three graphs. Now these three graphs are the graphs of the 1-to-1 functions. As you can see right here in this graph, one input is giving us only one output. One input is giving us only one output, hence it is a straight line. Same is the case for this. One input is giving us only one output. The only difference between these two graphs is that of the y-intercept and the gradient. This graph has a positive gradient, positive m. This graph has a negative gradient, negative m. Now on to this graph. Now this graph is an exponential curve. It is increasing exponentially, but in such a manner that one input here is also giving us one output. See, x is our input and outputs are mapped on the y-axis. The outputs are mapped on the y-axis, f of x, which is the output of the function, and x is our corresponding inputs, right? Same is the case for this, because on the y-axis it is common practice to mark the dependent variable, and on the x-axis it is a common practice to mark the independent variable. Now independent variable is our input, which is solely in our control. Now these graphs are of the many-to-one functions. And how is that? You see that this value of x is giving us this value of y, and so is this value of x. So two inputs, input A and B, are giving us one output. Let's name the output P, right? So A and B are giving us the same output, P. This is the graph of quadratic equation. We have learned this in the previous chapter. And A is less than 0 in this quadratic equation, hence not this A. The A from the quadratic formula, ax squared plus bx plus c, is less than 0, hence it is opening upwards. Now here, this also is a graph of quadratic equation, but it is opening downwards, and it is also a many-to-one function. For example, this value of x is giving us this value of y, and so is this value of x, right? And this is a graph of a sine curve, sine x, and this is also a many-to-one function. As you can see that this value of x is giving us this output, and this value of x is also giving us the same output, right? Now if we move on to the graph of an equation such that its input has more than one output, for example, a one-to-many process. Now this is not a function. A function must be one-to-one or many-to-one. Now this is a one-to-many process. Here you can see that this value of x is giving us this output, and this value of x is giving us this output. Let's name this value of x P. It is giving us S and Q. So S and Q. This is just an equation, and it is called a relation, not a function. Okay. Now what if I have two functions? Let's name one function g of x. G of x equals to x plus 5, and let's name the other function p of x. P of x equals to x squared plus 5. Now if we are asked to add them up, for example, if we are asked to do g of x plus p of x, our answer will be simple. X plus 5 will add them up, plus x squared plus 5. This will give us x squared plus x plus 10. And if we are asked to subtract them up, they are asking us to subtract g of x minus p of x. It is quite simple. Let's subtract them up like we have been doing in algebra. So this will be x plus 5 minus x squared plus 5. This will give us minus x squared, 5 and 5 will cancel out, plus x. Now if we are asked to put the output of one function into the input of the other function, for example, they have asked us to find g of f of x. Now what they have asked us here is to put the output of the function f of x into the input of the function g of x, and let's take f of x equals to let's say f of x is x cubed plus 5. Now what will our answer be? It's quite simple though. What we'll get is, now d of f of x will be x cubed plus 5 plus 5. Now this term right here was the x term in the function of g of x. Now what we have done is, we have put the output of f of x into the input of g of x. Now what if they have asked us to find the function f g of x? Here they're asking us to put the output of g of x into the function f of x. Now this will be x plus 5 whole cubed plus 5. Now this term x plus 5 whole cube was the term x in the function f of x. In this lecture we have learned the graph of one-to-one functions, and then we have learned the graph of many-to-one function. Then we have learned the graph of an equation. It's not a function, which is actually called a relation in which one input is giving us more than one output. Then we have learned the addition of functions, subtraction of function, and the composition of functions.